Hi, my name is Sally Fowler. I'm the owner and trainer for Disabled Advantage Dog Training and Consulting. Disabled Advantage is a virtual dog training service available to anyone in the U.S. who needs help with basic dog training or training a mobility service dog or a service dog for a disability caused by a chronic illness such as complex regional pain syndrome. To learn more about how I train and what's possible with Disabled Advantage, watch the following video.
You're still going to start out beside your dog. So you're going to say your dog's name. Robbie, sit. Good boy. Okay? But then you're going to take a step out to the side.
Okay.
And it's okay if it's not a perfect 3 feet. If you just want to take one, like you're standing like this, and you take a step like that, out to the side. But
okay.
From the side, no, you stay there. But from the side of your dog, okay?
Gotcha.
And then you would count to 15. And if he's still doing good, good, sit. And count to another 15. So you get up to 30. And then you go back to his side and praise him. And that's 1 rep.
Why don't you go ahead and try that exercise? Just sit.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Good job. Let's go. Max, sit. Aw, sit. Yes. Good. Max, focus. Yes. Good boy. Boy. Yes. Release.
Very good. How do you feel about how that went?
That was pretty good. I think we haven't really done sit up close to his workbench before, so I think that's why he was like, I get on this. But he did okay. Recovering. It wasn't like a, the
only point I have is that unfortunately, and this is no fault of your own, but unfortunately your correction time with as he was sitting down.
Yeah, I think just as I started doing it, he was like, oh yeah, and I was like,
Yeah. Really well.
Sessions with me are held weekly or bi-weekly through Zoom conferences, depending on what you and your team need to be most successful. What I teach with Disabled Advantage depends on what you're looking for. If you're training a service dog, it's start to finish. I help you find a dog. I help you develop a really strong bond with that dog. And we teach everything from obedience, heel work, task training, working out in public, everything. If you're training a pet dog, it's obedience training, and it's the level of reliability and dependability that you would want in any ideal dog. When I work with you, I'm not just working on fixing problems. I'm working on helping you build the dog that you've always dreamt of having in your life. And that goes to everything in your life. House manners, being able to go confidently on walks together, teaching your dog to respond to recalls to multiple people in your household, not just you. Teaching your dog to be safe and calm around children, and also teaching your kids how to respect your dog's personal space. I teach a variety of recalls depending on what you need. But you can see the recalls can be both calm and extremely enthusiastic depending on the energy we bring to the table. Part of advanced obedience with me includes teaching off-leash heel training, where the dog responds to various cues from you with absolutely no gear on whatsoever. Some of this is done with treats, and a lot of it is done without treats, just based on building a really strong bond with your dog and a really solid foundation of communication where you and your team know when you're in sync with each other and when you're not in sync with each other, so that you can find a way to get on the same page. Some of the things I do are more precise than other people. The reason for that is because primarily I work with people who have complex regional pain syndrome, and it's a very painful disability. We need our dogs to be extremely gentle with us, and that comes from having a lot of precision skills. I also want to teach you and your dog how to build confidence between both you and your dog. And that's going to come over time the more we work together. For your dog, though, it looks like games like this: walking across a balance beam, learning coordination, doing jumps. And I'm also going to help you learn how to understand your dog as a dog. I'm going to teach you what safe playtime looks like, how to set it up, how to pick dog friends, why your dog doesn't necessarily need dog friends if you can't find any for your dog, how to read your dog's body language to know when they're about to do something, and so you can intervene before they do something mischievous, how to know when they are listening to you and when they're not listening to you, and other things like that. You're going to learn house manners, like I mentioned before, but this is a perfect example. Wouldn't you love to be able to drop your dog's leash or ask them to remain inside your house and walk through a door and they don't bolt out of the door? Wouldn't you like to be able to feed your dog in a calm manner? No jumping, no barking, no howling, no nonsense. I can help you achieve all of that and so much more. Now, I do specialize in service dog training. The reason for that is that I'm disabled myself. I work with a service dog, and I want to help other people who live with conditions like CRPS learn how to train their own service dog, because there's not many resources out there for people with CRPS and other chronic conditions. This includes public access training, even virtually, and all of the necessary skills that go into being a service dog, like ignoring strangers, ignoring shelves, and being able to go with you in public and work seamlessly, doing tasks for you and things like that. Now, this little guy in the yellow vest is learning to be a therapy dog, so the rules are a little bit more lax for him. But he had to go through a lot of the same skill building that service dogs are asked to go through, because he does need to be respectful when he's going out to public spaces. This is footage of my second service dog, Austin, when he was first learning how to be a respectful, quiet service dog. And he's learning a very difficult skill, which is don't stare at or whine or get overly excited by the chickens in the farm store. It was really hard. Here I'm just asking for his focus and to do basic commands. Here you can see two dogs learning how to get on and off of an elevator safely. That's something that's included in both therapy dog training and service dog training. But if you have a pet dog and you frequently go places that have an elevator, like your apartment complex perhaps, that may be something that's included in your dog's training. A lot of my training, I follow a plan. I follow a trajectory that I've mapped out. But when you start training with me, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about your goals, we're going to talk about what you need from your dog, and I'm going to cater your training to whatever you're hoping to get out of it. There is no one size fits all as far as I'm concerned when it comes to dog training. This video portion shows you guys some of the tasks that I offer with Disabled Advantage. bracing to help someone stand up or get them off the ground after a fall, assisting with laundry is a big one, helping to open and close doors. Sometimes it's a little difficult, but they get there eventually, and they love their jobs, which makes it a lot of fun to teach them as well. This was a rare task that I needed specifically, was assistance getting off of a horse. This was learned very slowly and with a lot of safety precautions, I assure you. This is my first service dog retrieving my shoes, which is a helpful task because I get some days I don't have the range of motion to reach out and get things, or it's really painful for me. I can also get dizzy from bending over, and I have CRPS and TMJ, and so when I bend over, I get really bad headaches or jaw pressure pain. And so all of these things that Robbie's helping me with here in his very unique style help prevent pain flares, which help keep my CRPS more stable. And so that's how he assists with complex regional pain syndrome. But he also helps from a general mobility standpoint. There are several activities that I physically cannot do, and he would help me do them. And now my current dog, Austin, helps me do them. This is a unique task I offer. I offer teaching your dog how to pull things behind them. In our house, we have a wood stove. We rely on firewood, and it's helpful for me to be able to bring in firewood to keep the stove going on days when my husband works late. So we got a special harness for Robbie. We built a cart, and we taught him how to bring firewood into the house. Another task I offer is teaching your dog how to push buttons in public. Some people teach with paws, some people teach with noses. It depends on what your dog has an affinity for doing. I've worked with a few clients so far. I'm really hoping to build up my client base and help more people. And the biggest thing I want to offer you is confidence. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to believe that it is possible for you to have a service dog to assist with your disability and have a positive impact on your life and change your life for the better living with your disability. If you have a pet dog, I want you to have less stress in your life. There's a really good chance that some of your stress in your life is caused by things that your dog is doing and you're just not aware that they're the source of it. And I want to help turn that around for you. I want you to not be afraid to go on walks. I want you to be confident about going on walks and love walking your dog. And if you're recently diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome or something similar, I want you to have someone you can talk to. I want you to have someone who can give you tips and life hacks for management and dealing with that, or someone who can talk through the possibility of a service dog with you. And those are all things that I offer in coaching. Thank you for watching this video and listening to what I can offer you with Disabled Advantage. If you're interested in booking a free consult, coaching session, or learning more about training with me, you can go to my website. The link is listed above. And if you're interested in just following Disabled Advantage to get a little bit of a better feel for what kind of dog training I do and who I am as a dog trainer, I encourage you to check out my Facebook page and my Instagram page. And if you're ready to start learning, but you're not sure you can quite yet afford working with me one-on-one, I have a Patreon page with 2 tiers for learning about service dogs and also learning how to do exercises yourself at home, both for pet dogs or for service dogs and training. And those tiers are both extremely affordable at being under $10 a month, which is really awesome. So you should take advantage of that. Thank you for listening to this video, and I hope to hear from you soon.